Hey everyone, how are we doing? My name is Tim Pongrez and this is Focus on Detailing. Today's video is all about this Harley-Davidson. Now, unfortunately, it's been brought to me with not the best news. The owner has unfortunately got some damage on this bike and he's brought it to me to fix it up. I'm not going to be saying anything more. We're just going to have a bit of a look around and see if you can spot it. Now, upon first glance, you're probably thinking, what is this doing here? It looks absolutely amazing, and you'd be correct in saying that. Partly due to it previously being here for a full cut, polish, and ceramic coating, but the other bit, and probably the main bit, is the owner has done an absolutely amazing job with looking after it. Very fastidious owner. He's taken real pride in this, but unfortunately, accidents do happen, and if you were looking for those marks and you said, right there, you'd be 110% correct. Unfortunately, he tried to do a bit of an at-home polish job. It didn't turn out the best, but that's all good. Don't stress. We're going to be fixing it up and bringing it back to how it was. Not to downplay it or anything like that, as some people might see this and think, that's not too bad, bit of a blemish, but if we were to go over this with our direct light, you can see it is really quite unattractive compared to the rest. But that's all good. Don't stress yourself. Within a half an hour or so, we're going to sort it right out. How you see this bike is how it was brought to me. Very clean, but we still want to give it a bit of a tub. And being that it has been ceramic coated, we want to now look after that coating. So I have Geon's Restart Wash. It's a decontaminating shampoo, and you know it works well as it smells really bad. So what you do, when you wash it, it's going to be safely and gently gliding over the paintwork, but it's also going to be removing the contaminants as well to get the most out of that coating. And once that's done, we're going to give it a bit of a boost with some added protection as well. But on this particular spot, we're going to be doing the cut and polish, and the coating's going to be gone. But we're going to reapply it on this specific spot so it's back to how it was. There's a reason as to why I really like this soap. Yes, it does smell. If you've ever used an iron fallout remover on your wheels, it smells a lot like that. But what that's essentially doing is removing the lighter bonded contaminants from your ceramic coating that have built up over time and get back the performance that we love from the coating. A lot of customers ask me how they look after their coating once they've gone away. And I always say pH neutral washes are the ticket. They're soft and gentle, not high in alkalinity nor acidity. And this one is extra special as it has a bit more of a cleaning power, and we can get it back to how the coating should be. What's going to happen now is we're going to undertake a heavy cut on this damaged spot right here, and then grab some lighter polish to refine our work down and feather it out so it's all nice and even. Obviously, it's always important to check our work, so once we've done a specific spot, just come over and give that a bit of a buff and see how it's looking. I can tell you now, that's looking pretty amazing already. Look at that, magic. I'm not going to say what products I'm using because I've got to keep some secrets, but I can tell you now, they're working very well. So you can see we've done a larger portion with the second step, the polishing. At times, the heavier cutting stage can, although amazing at removing imperfections, it can install some marring, which is that shimmering you can sort of see in the paintwork. That's why we're refining down with our second step so it looks amazing overall. One of the most important steps is to look at your work under light to see how it's going and you're getting the results you're after. And I think in this case, we certainly are. It's looking 110% better than what it was. So I've just corrected this, and what needs to happen now, we need a degreasing spray like this one from Geon, aptly named Prep. We're going to spray it directly into our immaculate microfiber towel and wipe it over these surfaces to collect any residual polishing oils, and then buff to an immaculate finish. We want nothing between our selected surfaces that we're going to be coating and the ceramic coating itself to bond to the surfaces properly and get the most out of the coating in terms of looks and longevity. This is one of my favorite steps. We're going to get our selected coating. I'm using G on Flash. We're going to apply it directly to the surface in crosshatch motions, making sure we're getting an even and level finish all over. Oh, we'll even go a little bit further, just so the owner gets a bit more bang for their buck, because that's what we're all about here. Coating everything to be back to how it was, looking absolutely amazing. I'm doubling up a little bit too much because I'm talking at the same time. A bit overzealous there. Perfect. All down there and over there. You can see here, probably not through the camera, it has a bit of a rainbowy finish, like it's oil across it. That's exactly what we want. We can let it rest for, well, depending on the climate, how warm it is. You can buff it off straight away. I'm practically going to do that because it's pretty warm now. You use the low pile side, you buff it as much as you can, collecting all the excess coating within this towel, making sure you get as much as you can here, because if you miss any spots, you'll get what's called a ceramic coating high spot. No one wants them. They're really unattractive, and you can make sure you avoid that by doubling up, changing to the high pile side of your microfiber towel, if it's one like this, and then buff clean, just like that. Like I said before, we're going to double up on the protection action. It'd be rude not to. So we've got our ceramic detailer. We're going to spray it directly into our low pile side of our towel, and apply it directly, just like that. Flip it over, and then buff, just like that, to an immaculate finish. And here we have the finished results. So after a complete bath that wasn't really necessary, but I wanted to do it anyway because the owner looks after his bike and I wanted to show my appreciation by giving it a good tub. The main action was here with that nasty spot that received a cut and polish, and it's looking absolutely amazing now with the reapplication of the ceramic coating on that specific spot, plus a boosted bit of protection for the rest of the coating to get the most out of it, keep it looking and going strong. Looking absolutely herb superb right now, all set to be taken away and enjoyed. That'll do for this video. Just wanted to share what was involved with getting this Harley-Davidson back to where it needed to be and the steps involved. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if you have a motorbike or a car that needs this sort of attention, don't be scared to hit me up, as I'm more than happy to work on it. But anyway, that'll do for this one. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all later.